Hi, everybody. It's August 15, 2021. Wow, are they bringing out their big guns in terms of their weather weapons. Arizona.
That state of emergency declared in the town of Gila Bend after those monsoon storms brought torrential rain, lightning, and thunder. MCSO now confirming at least 2 people have died because of that mass flooding. ABC 15's Liliana Soto speaking with families who had to be rescued from their rooftops. At 5 o'clock this morning, they say they lost everything.
And just to give you an idea, the logs that you see right now here were actually across the street at that park over there. This is the first time Ty Turner gets to come back home after last night's flooding.
As my heart was racing, I'm 21, so it's like I never experienced nothing like this. We're in Arizona, we don't get no floods.
His whole family and a 6-month-old baby had to be rescued from the roof at 5 a.m. He says he's never seen water rise so quickly.
It came up here, and then when we got out of the building, it was above this terrace. So like when I came back out, I had to get down and move the chair again. So it just got, within 2 hours, it just got higher and higher, you know what I mean?
They couldn't even get out.
Yeah, coming out, like the door was closed. And it was just coming out, spraying water. And I went like this, and I had to come back. And the toilet, it was just shooting in the air. And it was like...
Inside the home, a little bit is left. Memories gone. Their baby lost everything. As you can see, this is how high the water got. And right now, you can't even go into the basement.
Literally up to my ankles, so like I don't really know what to think, so we just kind of try to do our best to keep our composure. We had kids, it's like they were screaming, like we were panicking. There's a whole lot of going on, so we just try to get to a high spot as fast as we can.
His family is now being helped at the Red Cross shelter in Gila Bend, but more rain is expected tonight.
We prepare for the worst and hope for the best, of course.
Yep. Well, I hope you didn't get any more rain last night. This was on the 14th, posted on the 14th. This, Arizona. Cars swept away by the monsoon rains. Looks like a whole lot of mud as well. It is... look, I've been doing this for 12 years. And every year I say, okay, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. This year just makes last year look like a drizzle. But that's not true for all of those who suffered the consequences of last year. So I completely understand. Yeah. All right. Okay, look at this. I-80, Interstate 80. No, I'm sorry, that's Utah. I'm forgetting. Woof. Okay. Fire in Utah. And it's shutting down sections of I-80. My God. Woman, dog rescued in flooded wash. This is also, I believe, in Tucson area. Well, that was a short clip. That's her car. Do you really think that these people are... Well, they're just not turning around because they want to drown? Something else is happening that is making these flash floods so fast. We're in trouble.
Alert, a state of emergency has now been declared in the town of Gila Bend due to severe flooding that happened overnight. So the American Red Cross says they are on their way to assist the community there. The community center is also open, providing shelter to anybody who needs it. We are also told to remind everybody, do not attempt to cross flooded areas. We're continuing to see a lot of flooding in that particular area. In fact, take a look. A Fox 10 viewer sending in some of these images from Gila Bend this morning. This is from Crystal Dory. You can see this flood, this road rather, turning into a literal river there. As you can see, it kind of went over the road. So this is what's happening as we speak in Gila Bend. We do have a crew en route trying to get some more images as well as compile some more details. But take a look at this. This is from Ty Turner as well in the same compile some more details.
You see that sky? That is not a natural sky. So what's going on here? Huh? Start asking questions, please. Americans, I know you're terrified of doing any kind of research, terrified of the truth, but because you have been for such a long time, well, don't you realize that you're complicit with the destruction that is taking place deliberately?
Some more details. But take a look at this. This is from Ty Turner as well in the same area. Look at this. You can see roofs of cars there. Look at that van basically submerged in all of that flood water. It looks like they are basically just marooned in their home there. So this is again happening as we speak in the community of Gila Bend. Some severe flooding in that particular area again. And
all of the different colors. That is a result of all of the geoengineering, the dropping of nanoparticulates, heavy metals, chemicals. We're in trouble. New Mexico. Pray tell, what happened to the road? Where did it go? Burying homes? What? Days of heavy rain, burying homes and vehicles in mud. Great. Great. How many of the four-leggeds are getting so tortured or killed? Wow. And guess what? You can't even get sandbags.
Mongolia County says that sandbags are being used for critical areas amid flooding in southern New Mexico. Now, this according to the county's Facebook page. The county is withholding sandbags and not handing them out to the public to deploy them to the areas that are the hardest hit by the flooding, the county stated. And the city of
No sandbags for you. You're non-essential. It's man, I can't stand it.
Show you a little bit of the devastation that was taking place out in La Union last night. One of the flooded fields in the La Union area. Some of those areas are pecan orchards, as you can see. All the spaced out trees below us. Many large homes were flooded, including many homes that were being built in those fields now underwater. This is more flooding from the falling rain and also areas where dams and levees burst, releasing hundreds of thousands of gallons of water into residential and farm communities. Some areas we flew over, you could see people in front and back of their flooded homes. They seem to be in disbelievement. This is what McNamee wanted everyone to see. Just one of the many dams that are in Doña Ana Desert area. People don't realize it, but these are what keep a lot of the floodwaters from washing out the residents who live nearby. The area you're seeing now is another dam that is off of Kulu Road. This area was called the Grasshopper Spot in the 90s. Now it looks like the dam may burst with the upcoming rain.
The Red Cross is here We're trying to make sure that we're finding there's cots, there's water, they're bringing in meals, just basic needs for right now.
So if you're aware that you have an infrastructure that is not going to serve you well, I would assess that, and if you recognize that it could get worse, there could be flooding, you have a bad roof, I mean, think of all the factors that could happen, especially if you're responsible for other people and other people are depending on you.
That's right. Don't look into what may very well be the cause of this destruction. Just listen to the officials. Well, a whole lot of my research and my playlist from Never Lose Truth is gone. So, yeah, hard to say. I have a weather modification playlist. I do, actually, on this channel. But it's really not what I had on Never Lose Truth. Northern Virginia.
All the flood warnings and watches have been canceled. We still have some clouds out there, and you'll get a passing shower, but not the degree of rain that we saw last night. This is at 8:01 this morning. We can see a light shower trying to work its way toward 495. Otherwise, most areas are dry. We're at 73 to start and cloudy. There will be some showers, but there will be some of that damage. And videos people in Alexandria have posted to social media overnight. They show yards covered in about a foot or two of water. Little bit of good news. Our crews did check out some areas this morning just before sunrise. The floodwaters had already receded at that point, but now people are dealing and left to clean up with that damage.
Good news. Your home is flooded, but the waters have receded. Okay.
Its way toward 495.
Well, I guess that's good news. Whew. Virginia, Alexandria.
Are they gonna make it? Y'all gonna make it? Oh my God. Oh my God. No! Rapper! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, she was drowning. Oh my God!
Yep. Don't worry. Your government officials are on it. Don't worry. It's all about climate change. They're going to make sure that you have no cows that will fart. They'll make sure that you never drive a car again. They will make sure that you live in a stack and pack. And you will be able to walk for all of your needs. Don't worry, they're on it. Don't look into weather modification and man's ability with the technology that man has to control the weather. I don't even have that on my playlist. President Johnson, who controls the weather, will control the world. Japan. Yep. And of course, you always see the destruction, of the roads, because that's what the rain does now. Has nothing to do with those extremely low frequencies that they belt away to create, to steer, to intensify these storms. Oh, and another mudslide for Japan. Let's see. 754 Haitians dead from the earthquake. But there was another video, which was Virginia, that I wanted to show you. Well, maybe I'll remember.
構ショックでしたね。もう熊本地震も一応体験したんですけど、なんかこう違う意味で心に残ったかなって思います。
Heavy rainfall has been lashing southern Japan since last week, and the Japan Met Department has said that more rain is expected in the coming days. Scientists have attributed climate change as one of the key factors in bringing catastrophic climate events across the region. Heavy rainfall last month caused a devastating landslide in the central resort town of Atami that killed at least 23 people. In 2018, over 200 people died as floods ravaged western Japan during the country's annual monsoon season.
A little bit of history, recent history, like within a month. 1.5 million evacuated. Mongolia. See, they have to bring about conditions that match the hysteria coming from the IPCC and Greta. And they can do that. Yeah. There's a whole lot of man that have no problem creating a whole lot of circumstances that all life has to suffer. Okay, Russia. I have to wonder, how is it that people... Oh, okay. This is a video that I wanted to post, but not right now. Here's my Virginia video. But, you know, look. Oh, if it were climate change, how many times have I said this? Oh, I'm so bored repeating. If it were climate change, the changes would come about incrementally. We wouldn't see this kind of destruction all over the world really fast, happening oh, well, pretty much on a daily basis now. This is Virginia. Do take note. We see this very often now. The sewage backup. Well, you have to understand that they can reverse drainage systems. Could that be one of the reasons why we're seeing just incredible flash floods? This is happening not just in our country, but all over the world.
Hey, I know you fucking lying. Look at that shit. My car down there. Fuck.
Today, on August 15, 2021, a heavy rain with flash flooding and strong flashing hit Alexandria, Virginia, USA. Heavy rains began to accumulate after midnight on August 15 and quickly flooded the northern section of Delray to include the streets of Ashby, Glebe, and Commonwealth. Several cars were flooded, and likely totaled, on all streets. Houses near the intersection of Ashby and Glebe saw flooded basements, and lower units in Auburn Village condominium had water enter. Manholes on each street were blown off by water pressure. Alexandria has been hardest hit by the middle of the night torrent, with the heaviest accumulations exceeding 4 inches around Huntington. There were additional reports of road closures in Alexandria, including Prince and King Streets in Old Town. Storms appeared just before midnight, taking advantage of an energized, waterlogged air column amid weak atmosphere steering.
Ugh. Tired of that. Electromagnetic frequencies. Check it out. Wow, they can do an awful lot of things with it. They could do an awful lot of good with those frequencies. But we're not seeing that.